Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great Friday. Well, we're to the weekend again. And today I'm going to be working on my spring kit. It's from the Spring Company. And I hope that you can, let me see if I can just lay it down and draw it in. It'll be easier. Yeah. So we're working right over here because, yeah, it is where it is. And I have no idea what color I'm working with. This is a 75 by 130 centimeters. It is an 11 count. So, yeah. And I got it from DIYDigitalArt. Yeah, probably a year ago. I have two of these, and I think they still sell these, as far as I know. Oh, now I can bring it out, huh? Hang on. Everything is floppy-jawed today. What can I say? Yeah, it's been a morning. Yeah. I left the house early, about 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish. I know that's not too early. But I went to the post office to check on the mail situation, and yeah. We'll see how that all comes out when it happens. And what else? Went to the grocery store because my daughter needed, hang on, some things from the grocery store, and I was out anyway. Hang on, I'm trying to find my, oh, seriously. Oh my goodness, we'll get it yet. We're gonna get it, yeah. And I've been going through some stuff, and so far, not any great luck here. Okay, what is going on? I love this stuff. What can I say? No. Crap. Okay, we'll fix it. Never fear, we got this. This one is serged all the way around. I don't know if they do all their kits like that or not. You know, serging them. Because I've gotten big and small things from the Spring Company that I didn't even know were going to... There we go. See? I fixed it. Didn't have to go back after all. So, yeah. But I'm just glad to sit down for about 5 minutes. Just about taken enough for today. Yeah. Okay, let me pull you this way. I don't know why it's so dark. There we go. And then let me up just a bit. There we go. We'll get it fixed yet. What can I say? Some days I can sit down and just make a video and nothing go wrong. Others, not so much. Oh, goodness. So, it's going to be a quiet weekend. It's supposed to snow today. Ha ha ha. Whatever is what I say. Because, yeah. We haven't gotten that much snow this year, so we'll see. I'll count on it when it shows up. How's that? Seems to be like a light mossy green, if you will. Sorting colors and things that went with things, and yeah, it was a real mess in there. So, gotta go back to it though. Let's just keep at it, if you will. I did buy, I had to get stew meat because the roasts were way too expensive. And this was already cut up. I'm gonna make probably a double batch of beef and noodles, because I had to buy a double batch of stew meat, but I'll have to end up cutting it into a little bit smaller pieces. I don't like it so chunky. You know, it just, no. And it goes further. And then, of course, I'll have to freeze it, but it will last most of the weekend, and it's just downright chilly out there. My daughter and I were standing out on the porch talking, and my feet were like ice cold by the time I got home. Yeah, it was something else. So it's just cloudy today. I mean, it's not windy per se that much. It's just chilly. Oh, for pity's sake, really? Oh, there we go. It's like, where did that puppy come from? So I worked on the peonies with the vase. Yeah. Did that last night for a little bit. I even diamond painted for a little bit yesterday. Just to kind of break it up and get me out of sitting there doing nothing. Well, or sitting there, I should say, and stitching. Because I just sit so still. I should set a timer on my phone so I can get up. Because, yeah, it does not feel good. When I got home on Wednesday night, and I sat there, had a cup of coffee, looked through the emails, looked at YouTube for a while, and then I went to get up. I thought my back was broke. So, yeah. Because I'd mopped that floor about 8 times on Wednesday as they were putting it in, and then people were tracking in snow because there was snow on the ground outside. So it was much nicer once it got to be about 7, 8 o'clock. Everything started to freeze out there. So they weren't hauling in slush and stuff. So, yeah. Fun times. Fun times. So I just took it easy yesterday. I took a 3-hour nap. I was just done for the week. So did I get it too much done yesterday? No, I did get the trash out. Whoa! And the crowd goes wild. I know. Scary but true, huh? Okay. Y'all are just gonna have to do something else. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Not many plans. We'll see what the post office comes up with this weekend. I was so irritated. I don't know where all the damn packages are. I think I've worked with this color before. What is it? 19? Oh, maybe I can see it. Oh, it's on the back of this. 19. No. It's 647. I thought maybe it was 3012 or 3011. That Blackbird design is famous for using in their patterns for green, but this is more of a moss green. And yes, the canvas is tan. It comes that way. This is a partial because you don't do the whole canvas, which is nice. I can work with that. But I do like this tan Ada. It's beautiful. So like I said, I've only got 2 like this. There was a couple more like at VIP or DIY Digital Art or Biggest Craft, I think. But I just didn't care for the pattern. I'd really like to have that one that Ching has. Has anybody seen Ching? I haven't seen Ching. She's in Taiwan, I believe. I hope everything's okay with her. think it's Stitching Dreamer, I think. But she's got this huge, ginormous one. It's probably 500 centimeters. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I went to look it up, but everything was in Chinese and I couldn't figure out what I would be ordering, but I'm sure it was well over $300. And that's printed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a town scene. So, yeah. Now we'll go back, and we'll go back that way. I don't know if you can kind of tell what color green it is. It's just kind of a light moss green. There's just no other way to explain it. But yeah, this is another one of my big ones. Don't know which one I'll have out for tomorrow, but I'm sure I got enough to last the whole weekend. May even find the thread to European Town. Yeah, it's over here in a separate... It's got its own Amazon bag, if you will. That's the only way I can differentiate it. But the canvas itself is over there, so... yeah. But I figured if Lovecraft Forever can stitch on hers, I can probably stitch on mine. So, I was just doing it, not doing it, I should say, out of respect for her country. So, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I couldn't. Every time I'd pull it out, it'd just make me cry. So, yeah. We're a little bit further along, so. And I haven't done hardly anything on it. Good gravy. So. Yeah, it's another small one, you know. It's probably 150 centimeters if it's a centimeter, you know. I'm not real sure how big it is. All the paperwork, see, is with the thread. And it's a Joy Sunday. So I got nothing. Oh my goodness. So I still gotta make beef and noodles today. I was gonna put it in the crock pot, but my whole morning just kinda slipped right away from me so fast that I didn't know what the heck. Oh, and I do have out my... doggone it. I was going to use my wax. It's right here. I'm telling you. Yep. No, I haven't pulled out the small ones yet. The one that sits over by my table, it's about to fall apart in about 20 pieces because I've used it so much. I'm using it basically for... I don't run into too many problems. Oh, what is it? Louisa Cullimore. So I'd like to work on it some more this weekend. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. I get things out and work on them. And if I'm still enamored by, an hour and a half later, then I'll just keep stitching on it. But sometimes I do change projects up. I don't work on just one thing per weekend. I'd like to get a line done on Louisa Cullimore. So if I do a line every 2 days or something, we might get that done. Yeah, and then there's Harriet Salt, and then you have Love and Hope. Hope and Love, whatever it is. 3 of them. Bristol Orphanage samplers, and not to be outdone by the Monkey sampler from Modern Folk Embroidery. Yeah, but it's done in purple. Oh, there is progress. I did see that they were moving stuff into the thrift store. I told you they were moving. So I saw a big truck moving stuff. So don't know when or how that's all going to come about. So, but I did see that they were actually moving into their new building. And I didn't want to stop because I do know those people. I mean, that run the thrift store. I know about 4 or 5 of them there. So, yeah, I didn't want to get caught up with that. It's too cold to be outside. I was ready to just go home. But anyway, I was going to make the beef and noodles in the crock pot, which could have just set it and forgot it, but I had to actually go physically get the meat. Now I got to cut it up, so it'll be an afternoon event. Yeah. So we'll just let it do its thing and cook all afternoon, and perhaps I can find something to occupy my brain in between there. Probably not, but yeah. Because I don't have hardly any projects. My problems is, oh, I'm going to go do so-and-so, and then, oh, I could stitch on that. Yeah. That's how things don't get done in my house. But nobody's going to show up, so it really doesn't matter anymore. You know, I don't have to worry about that. Whoops, bag up, bag up, bag up. Gotta go right there. Well, there's a brown one. Do you see? I don't know if you can see that line. Yeah, there's that, and then there's the solid brown. I'm supposed to be stitching on the solid brown. I know. I get distracted and talking, and yeah. And then I had to sort all the colors out for my ones with the peacock. And they were all in a bag. And then there was this little wad, shall we call it, of thread. They were all in little bags. I have no clue what the hell they went to. None. Nada. Nada. Not a thing. Okay, make up your mind. Then there's this other color. Trying not to get it at the same time. Focus, Laura, focus. I should have went with the red dots, right? Because they were really easy to see. But no, that said 19, so I just picked that one. Color was already decided. This has... oh dear. Tell me. 58 colors to it. Yeah. Just a small one. But I just like the way the material looked. I've never stitched on tan Aida like this. I mean, I've stitched on plenty of Picture This Plus and Zweigart and however you say that word. Yeah. That are in colors. But I've never seen colored Aida. I know, I don't get out much. And when I do, we don't have that big of a selection. I did find fat quarters of, let's call it regular cotton material. Like if you were going to make a quilt, we are not going there. I just cannot go back down that road. It'll be a rabbit hole to end rabbit holes. I was in that rabbit hole for probably 8 years. And yeah, no. I love quilts. I love the way they look. I love the way they're made. But my hands will not hold up. So that's why we cross stitch now. Cross stitch, embroidery, diamond painting, something easy impact on my hands. And quilting wasn't it because, you know, of course I had to do it the hard way, right? You know, stitch everything by hand. Sew the whole thing together by hand. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was odd that even, Walmart had, I guess they were fat quarters. Just guessing, just kind of throwing it out there. For like $1.25, something like that. I know what they used to. When you walk into a Walmart, they had a sewing section. They had all the Simplicity, McCall's, Vogue, whoever, and butter, you know what I'm talking about. What is it called? Butterick? Yeah, those patterns that nobody in their right mind can follow. Yeah. And Simplicity, oh yeah. No, but they used to have fabric and, you know, you could get a cut. But now I haven't seen a Walmart like that in probably 15 years. Irritating as hell. But we don't have a Joann's or any place. So there's no place to go get material. So I'm in luck. They did have it at that place that I told you that was the sewing store, but no, I was going down the DMC path, so I didn't need to get distracted, or I would have bought about $500 worth of material to make another quilt. But yeah, just didn't think I could do that. I might be able to get the quilt top together, but yeah, it's all the cutting and the stitching it by hand. And yes, I should probably have a sewing machine, but I don't know. Some days they're worth more trouble than they're worth. I don't know. I just got out of it, I guess. But I did like stitching in hand. You know, all my pieces and stuff, they fit so much better because I'm not real accurate on a sewing machine. Let's face it, it's been a while since 1975 when I left school. And why am I doing that way? And used a sewing machine. Then my sewing machine got ruined. Well, I figured that was about the end of that. And I could make quilts like, what is it, Quilt in a Day? You know, Eleanor Burns. I love Eleanor. She was my hero. She was my mentor and my hero, heroine. Yeah, that woman could make quilts until she was blue in the face. But, you know, I always followed that, and I had cutting boards and all the things. Yeah, because if you're going to do it, go big or go home. We had all the tools and all the fan club crap and 50 million books, because we jump in with both feet. That's how that works. So, haven't found anything to beat cross-stitch here for a while, so we'll be cross-stitching for a long good while. So, I think it'd probably be easier to teach my granddaughter how to sew a straight line than it would to be sewing cross-stitch, so we'll see. She will get older, so then she won't want nothing to do with her grandma, so you know how that goes. They'll become teenagers. It'll be fun. So. I thought I'd do these straight lines because they're just easy that way. I'm getting so I kind of like bigger areas to stitch. You don't have to do that confetti mess. I just pull out 3 or 4 full strands of one color and just go. I didn't this time, of course, today, but when I'm just stitching for myself. So we'll see. This material is, material is a little bit stiff. I tried to crunch it down a bit, but it's still big. And see, all this area up in, let me see if I can come this way a little bit. All this is not stitched. There is a bit of back stitching right here for that, that symbol. Let's just get it in the eye. Good job. Let's not take an eye out. I have enough problems seeing with the 2 I got. Holy cow. So, yeah, I have got nothing, no idea what I'll be working on. I just picked up that peonies with the vase because it was sitting right there in front of me. Oh, and it's out because it didn't have its own bag yet. Nope, we haven't got that far yet. Please, that's too much progress for 4 days. Good Lord, 4 days you'd think that I could get something done. But I did want to get the trash out, so I met my primary objective. get the trash out before it snows again, because I don't like to keep bags of trash. And then throw out everything that needs to go out of the refrigerator from before the start of the weekend that you didn't manage to eat, you know, the rest of the week. Sometimes I can eat things 3 or 4 days in a row, but others, not so much. So I'm sitting here debating as I'm stitching whether or not to make a double batch of beef and noodles or just take the other part of the meat and, you know, freeze it, and that way I'll have it if I want to make beef and noodles again. Because that's a lot of beef and noodles. Well, we're about to get up here somewhere. And when I turn this in the light, nope, it changes color. Then I can't see the other. It's just because this light is horrible as far as sitting here and stitching for any great amount of time. I'm probably stitching the wrong one, but we're doing this, so we got this. It is what it is. We can change it to something else later. Just fine. Oh, I know what I watched last night. I watched Seabiscuit. I haven't seen that in a while. It's such a good movie. And Jeff Bridges, he did a good job. And that, oh Lord, what is that guy's? Topher something. He was in Cider House Rules with my man Michael Caine. Yeah. But I want to say Topher Grace. Is that correct? Yeah. He's a good actor. He's kind of like Joaquin. Oh, Lord. Can't think who his brother is either. You know who I mean. Joaquin Phoenix. River Phoenix was his brother. Yeah. I can just take him in spurts. You know. It's not like I'm a big fan. But I have seen most of the movies that they've been in. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it. Sorry this is so late, but we had some running to do. So, thank you for joining me. Find a place to put that needle so I know which one I'm on. So we got that much done. I know it looks like about 10 or 12, but quite a bit. That's 2/3 of a strand. I've got one more strand of that six strands, so hanging in there. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye bye. Keep stitching.